Hi folks, I'm Pat Malone, host of the Elite Redfish Tournament Series. We're in beautiful Bay St. Louis, Mississippi at the Silver Slipper Casino and Hotel. And anglers are going to battle it out for 2 days on the big waters of Bay St. Louis. And we thought none better than Redfish Pro Mr. Mike Fournette to bring to the show and get the angler's perspective on what these guys will be battling and what it's going to take home that top prize and be crowned champion of the Silver Slipper Show. Mike, let's talk about it.
You know, it's going to take a little bit because this week has kind of been up and down with the weather, the wind, and different directions. So some of the waters that were clean during pre-fishing turned dirty during the latter part of pre-fishing. And there's a lot of redfish in this area, and there's a lot of good redfish. But the problem is that 99, I'd say 100% of the anglers of us for this tournament are trying to sight cast.
I know you want that bright sunshine. You want to be able to see down through the water table. But before we start fishing, we have to get there. And getting there is going to be half the battle this week. Some big waters right here in Bay St. Louis that these anglers will have to traverse if they want to find those beautiful, big redfish.
And that's, you know, that's all part of the game here. And I was fortunate enough to fish out of here last year for one of our EFL tournaments, the Elite Fishing League tournaments. There's a lot of open water here, and you got to get across that to get into the marshy areas so that we can start looking for areas to finding the big fish. You just want to be in the game day one, because day two is when it really counts.
Well, I'll tell you what, it may not be October, but it sounds like to me, and listening to Mr. Mike and to the other anglers that have been here practicing all week long, this will be the hunt for the big red. It's time to get it started with day one right here on Elite Series Television. Before anglers can catch the winning fish, they have to cross the big open waters of Lake Bourne. For some competitors, just getting started is proving to be easier said than done.
Like, I had my little green lights on just now, they flashed one time, then they went off. I ain't getting no power to the motor, nothing on the dash, nothing.
I've got one Optimum in there. That's not going to help you there, is it? Huh? It's just a 24 volt. I mean, a 12 volt.
That's what I need, a cranking battery.
I got you ready. Shit. On the truck.
Gary, what you got going on, brother?
I've got a position sensors going out. I fought it all day yesterday. And if I can get it to quit doing that, I can leave the key on and it'll let me run all day.
I'm telling you, whenever I told you guys yesterday on stage that half the battle is getting out and getting back, and then fishing almost becomes secondary, your equipment's got to run for you. We put it under such extreme conditions. We got two of them battling it this morning, and both of them have a chance to win this tournament. They're just hoping to be able to get out there and give it a good shot. Well, good luck, Gary.
Thank you,
Get it
sir.
fixed up.
Just pay back for pulling you out.
Appreciate it.
I don't want to beat anybody here on the dock. I want to beat them out there. So whatever it takes to get everybody going, everybody would do the same. They do the same for me right now. So
Let's roll. Fixed. Yeah, we got it. Ready to go. We're going to make a pretty good little run over there to getting Delacroix Marsh and start picking around and see what happens. I've got like a milk run of spots that I ran through yesterday, and we're going to kind of pick up on that milk run where I kind of left off. Spots that I've got marked, and we're just going to jump spots and jump spots and jump spots until we get what we need. And we're going to get back over here as quick as we can. Hopefully the storms will stay off and we'll have a good day.
Well, today I'm gonna see if I can get out there, hopefully win big fish, maybe. Got a chance to win that still, and there's a big prize put on Berkley Skills. We've got a chance at that. I don't think I can catch Barney for the top place, but you may not catch him today, you never know.
and get in that motor. See what we got.
Fat. Man, that other one was a good fish. He hit it, turned it loose.
Well, shoot. Very close to be, let's put him in the well for now. He may be like to be my over.
Bit of girth on that one. Those 28 inches.
480. 480. That's not doing us any good, but we gotta put him in a live well. Gotta start.
We don't want this fish to be there. Golly, if he was just a little under. But hey, we got a 9-pounder floating in the well right now, so.
10-15.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Silver Slipper invites you to come on down to Hancock County and enjoy making a bet in our sports book or playing your favorite slots or table games in a safe, fun, clean, and exciting gaming environment. In addition to enjoying one of our 4 awesome award-winning restaurants, we're staying in our great hotel right here on the beach. And oh yeah, did I mention the view?
Have a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Born in the South, crafted with distinction, engineered to fish. Tidewater Boats has developed into the fastest growing marine brand. Pleasure fishing boats 18 to 32 feet. Whether you are on the water with family and friends or tournament fishing, Tidewater Boats. See a local dealer and pick out yours today. Tidewater Boats is the official boat of the Elite Redfish series.
Reliability. YAMAHA is known for it. And it's something boaters value, because these days, few things are built to last. When we find something that is, we hold on to friendships, traditions, outboards. Because every second on the water is sacred. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters choose YAMAHA for the long run, for life. Because reliability starts here.
Welcome back to the Silver Slipper Show, presented by the Silver Slipper Casino and Hotel. Elite Fishing Series Television is brought to you by Tidewater Boats, YAMAHA Outboards, McLean Trailers, Frog Togs, Berkley Fishing, and our coastal community partners. Mike, how's it going, brother? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it very much. This is a pleasure.
Well, I know one thing. I know you would rather not be sitting here, and it's not because I didn't put my deodorant on, but you'd rather still be out there fighting through the big waves and the big redfish with these fellow competitors.
You know, there really wasn't big waves, but I had an unfortunate circumstance yesterday, and we'll just leave it like that. And I didn't get to fish yesterday or today. And you know what? That's the way it is. That's tournament fishing, and sometimes stuff happens. When I was pre-fishing, and it doesn't come often, and I caught one that was 14.4 pounds. Not even, I had half an inch left to go to 30 inches. Caught another one that was 13.5 pounds. So if one guy, let's say down and that had 18 or 19 pounds yesterday, catches a fish like that with a couple 6 or 7 pounders to go to it, watch what happens. All the anglers, as far as I'm concerned, are in the game. They're in the game.
In a short little bit, they're going to take home that $10,000 top prize, as well as the Brecknell Big Red Challenge bonus for the single largest big fish today is going to be $6,000.
Which is really the one I'm excited about to see who comes in with what. Today is a different day. It's going to be different conditions. The tides are different. I've seen it so many times that on the second day, you have guys move up that never thought they'd make it up to the top or make it up in the top 3 or top 4, even win it down in from 18th place up. So anything can happen today.
I think Barney's going to take this tournament.
It's, again, I think
anybody can.
Anybody can, but I think from what I saw of his fish yesterday, and I know Barney's a very smart fisherman. He doesn't beat him up during pre-fishing. I'm positive, without talking to him, he didn't beat up his fish yesterday. And all these areas where the anglers are fishing, there's not a huge number of fish.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's hard to find the exact right ones. So, and I know Barney, I know he's a real precise fisherman. So that's going to be in his favor today. If he gets 4 or 5 chances today, he'll win the tournament.
Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a blast, Mike. I'm going to give Barney White the win, and I'm giving your son Big Red. The Brecknell Big Red Challenge, he's going to come back and take that with a 12-pounder.
God, I hope so. That'd be great.
All right, bro. Y'all be good. We'll tune in later. After a full day of fishing, the pros returned to the Silver Slipper to weigh in their catch and see who would take home the title of Elite Redfish Series champion. But first, the toll the big waters took on anglers and their equipment.
Yeah, I hit something on the water today and messed up my reverse gate on my jet drive, and battery went dead on me. But I got 3 fish. That's all that matters. First time down here ever fishing Louisiana waters and Mississippi waters. It's great.
Captain Max Martin. We're fishing the southwest part of the Biloxi Marsh today. Pulled a bunch of hooks on fish. They were short striking, but I got 3 decent fish in the box.
Yeah, first time fishing over here, man. It's a beautiful area. Silver Slipper here is really nice. Gotta try not to drop them too much. We'll be able for goldfish.
You know, it started with mechanical failures this morning. I had to go to Walmart and buy some parts. I didn't launch till about 10:30 and started making the track across Lake Bourne, and it was just rough. Broke the trolling motor trying to cross. I made the run through the marsh. Engine was overheating. Needless to say, I made the run over there. Had about an hour to fish, and I caught 16 fish in 1 hour.
He needs 27.35, but these are bonus fish if you ask me. 22.08. Y'all put your hands together for Gary Marino. Max has got 3 really good fish for a total of 18.55, because right now you've only got 21.51, your new leader. You need 18.55 to take the lead. You got 18.80. Read your scales and get you locked in at 18.48, 26.49, 26.49, 86/100ths behind the leader. From Bay St. Louis, Mr. Bo Favre. Come on now, make some noise for him. He's going to have 17.32 for a total just 8.63 pounds, and really brought in probably what you would classify 2 good solid fish over the 2 days. You really needed to find those bigger fish, and that takes time to do, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, especially in us looking for them 30-inch fish. You know, a lot of times we used to catch under 27s, and it's a little bit different going to look for those 30s when you need them.
So y'all put your hands together. Blazer Bay Pro, Mr. Barney White, as he comes to the stage. He needs 20.78, 3 fish, 3 alive. You ready for this? 23.98. That's your winner. Blazer Bay Pro, Mr. Barney White.
Started catching fish, I don't know, around, seemed like forever, but I think around 10 I finally got where I should have been. And I don't know, I probably caught 20 fish, but it seemed like every good fish that I threw at, I couldn't make eat. And it was just driving me nuts. And I just felt like, as the day went on, I was like, I don't know if this is going to happen. But I kept thinking, you know what? We're just going to keep hammering. Catch as many as I could catch and go through what I could. Yeah. I know I left some out there, but hey, I'm blessed.
You won.
I won.
Wow. Congratulations, Barney White, on winning such a prestigious event. When we come back, it's time to pack up the equipment and head to Jacksonville, Florida, and the Jacksonville Jump Elite Team Open.
in the South, crafted with distinction, engineered to fish. Tidewater Boats has developed into the fastest growing marine brand. Pleasure fishing boats 18 to 32 feet. Whether you are on the water with family and friends or tournament fishing, Tidewater Boats. See a local dealer and pick out yours today. Tidewater Boats is the official boat of the Elite Redfish series.
Reliability. YAMAHA is known for it. And it's something boaters value, because these days, few things are built to last. When we find something that is, we hold on to friendships, traditions, outboards. Because every second on the water is sacred. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters choose YAMAHA for the long run, for life. Because reliability starts here.
McLean Trailers, the official trailer of the Elite Fishing Series.
Get more of what you want out of a Florida vacation and less of what you don't. Jacksonville. It's easier here.
Welcome back. We loaded up the gear and headed 500 miles due east across the state of Florida for the Jacksonville Jump Team Open, presented by Visit Jacksonville. Let's go to show host Pat Malone and professional angler Mike Furnett as they preview another tour stop in this segment of Game Time. Hey folks, I'm Pat Malone, and he's Mike Furnett, and this is Game Time. Well, Mike, we just packed up. We was in Bay St. Louis just a few short days ago, made that 500-mile trek across to Jacksonville, Florida. A totally different fishing scenario for these anglers this week, coming from those beautiful marshes of the Biloxi Marsh and Louisiana and all that area, and now they're coming over here to Jacksonville, Florida. Let's talk about it.
You know what? And they've got beautiful marshes here, and they've got jetties, and they've got intercoastals. They've got some beautiful places to fish. But what they have here that we don't have back at Bay St. Louis, they got about a 6-foot tide here. So in your mind, if you've never been here before, and even if you have, you want to go do some sight casting or whatever, you're trying to get back into some ponds, you better pay attention to when the tide's either going to come in or whether it's going to go out. Because if you go far back enough and the tide goes out, you're going to be back there for a couple of hours.
You're going to be there for a little bit. You better brought a lunch.
And I'm talking from experience.
You sounded like you knew an awful lot about it for someone who may have just shown up to fish a tournament over there. Well, that's exciting and that's also informative. But you know what? Before they can get to the stage and hold up that trophy and be declared an Elite Redfish Series tournament champion, they have to get started. And I'm ready to go see what these guys are going to do. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Let's go get them in the water.
While teams are fishing the beautiful waters of Jacksonville, let's take a look around this historic city and discover just a few of the reasons that Jacksonville, Florida is a top vacation destination to millions of visitors each year.
Welcome to Jacksonville, or as we like to call it, JAX. As Florida's youngest city, Jacksonville is the destination that you'll leave feeling refreshed. Here, you'll experience a different kind of Florida. One that's rich with arts, culture, and history, exciting outdoor adventures, thrilling sporting events, and a mouth-watering dining scene, all at a more laid-back pace. If you love the outdoors, you've come to the right place. Here you can soak in vitamin D and fresh air while exploring our relaxing beaches, local and national parks, and breathtaking waterways. Stroll on 22 miles of white sand beaches. Test your balance on a surfboard or paddleboard. Take the kayak out, reel in a fresh catch, or cruise around in the water taxi, admiring the picturesque views from the St. Johns River. When you've had enough fun in the sun, stop by any of our local restaurants or breweries to get a true taste of JAX. Our local chefs take farm to table very seriously, sourcing local and fresh ingredients to create menus that are iconic to JAX. like Mayport shrimp, caught fresh off our coast daily and prepared differently on menus throughout the city. Wash it all down with a pint of local craft beer from one of 20-plus stops along the JAX Ale Trail. As a melting pot of many diverse cultures and races, Jacksonville is proud of its vast heritage, dating back over 6,000 years. Visit historical areas, tour world-class museums, and take in the thriving performance art scene. Immerse yourself in our culture by exploring more than a dozen neighborhoods that make up JAX, each with a unique vibe, colorful public art, exciting festivals and markets, and talented makers. JAX has just what you need to fuel your fandom. With 6 professional sports teams, numerous surfing and fishing competitions, world-renowned running races, and 2 signature college football games, there's year-round sports excitement to fuel your competitive juices. Do what you love or try something new. Head to visitjacksonville.com to learn more.
When we come back, it's time to hit the stage and see which team finished on top and will be crowned this year's Elite Redfish Series champions.
Reliability. YAMAHA is known for it. And it's something boaters value, because these days, few things are built to last. When we find something that is, we hold on to friendships, traditions, outboards. Because every second on the water is sacred. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters choose YAMAHA for the long run, for life. Because reliability starts here.
Get more of what you want out of a Florida vacation and less of what you don't. Jacksonville. It's easier here.
The fear of failure is failure itself. The world of science rewards the ones who are willing to try and fail. Because without the courage to embrace failure, ideas remain ideas. But with that courage, to fail and to learn, ideas can change the world.
10 pounds even. Woo! Man, what a way to finish the day.
When you depend on accuracy, depend on Brecknell, the official scales of the Elite Fishing Series. Welcome back to the Jacksonville Jump, presented by Visit Jacksonville. We'd like to welcome everybody out to beautiful Jim King Park right here in Jacksonville, Florida. And this week is presented by Visit Jacksonville. Here we go. Your first team of the day. 2 fish, 2 alive, 896.
We were all over the right fish, just couldn't get them to eat.
Here we go. Let's get 2 fish live. They need 896, 734. Just a little bit short.
We found some really nice fish, but we couldn't get them to bite.
Coming up, boat number 9.
Swan fish.
Oh, but you got a good one.
Yeah.
1 alive, 5.10.
Really rough out there, but we were able to sight cast a fish and get a good slot fish, and just weren't able to get another one.
Boat number 12, 1 fish, 1 alive, 5.15.
So we scrambled today and caught that 5-pounder, and that was about it for us.
So we have another team coming up, Hydra Step Boats. This is Brian Clark and Chris Tuning. 2 fish, 2 alive, 1063. Your new leaders, Hydra Step Boats, Brian Clark, Chris Tuning.
Definitely had a couple that would have been good, and it's what it is. It's fishing.
And thanks to the fine folks at the CCA, which we're going to have a lot more announcements on that soon. We're going to put them in for 2 fish alive, 867.
And not being from here in this big old tide, we did everything we could do just not to get stuck.
Boat number 1, Richard Hewlett and Damian Solorzano. They had 1 fish yesterday for 346. They need a 1494 today to take the lead. Are you kidding me? Look at this. 1344, 1.5 pounds behind on just 3 fish of your 4 fish limit. Put that fish. They got 1344, and here's a big reason for it right here. They need a 667, 697, the new Big Red Challenge leader. There you go, brother.
I had a really big one on to begin with, probably well over 8 pound, but he got off at the boat. So we followed up about an hour later, and I followed up with that one right there.
Coming up next, Team Yamaha Outboards, Chris Cincy and Josh McClendon, 1096. That's your new leaders, 2161 over 2 days, buddy. I bet you never thought 2161 on 4 fish, and you're going to be thrilled to have it. These are tough conditions this weekend. All right, coming up next, K&G Construction, Matt Davis and Nathan Morgan, 2 fish. Read your scale for the win, 1017. That is your winners with 2472.
We actually struggled as well. We had our fish by 9 o'clock, but after that we fished real hard, and we just couldn't. We had a couple more 3 or 4 pounders, flounder, trout, bycatch, stuff like that. But other than that, we had our fish by 9 o'clock in the morning. So
you want to get that aggressive fish, and usually the aggressive fish are the bigger ones. So you want to throw that top water.
The champions of the Berkley Fishing Jacksonville Jump, presented by Visit Jacksonville. Y'all put your hands together. Matt Davis and Nathan Morgan. Thank you for tuning in and watching this week's episode. Please visit EliteFishingSeries.com and follow us on Facebook. Closed captioning provided by McLean Trailers, the official trailer of the Elite Fishing Series.